What is going on, New York Giant fans? Welcome back to another Roster Bubble Series video. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. Appreciate you coming back. Share this out. Do all of the good stuff. Another Roster Bubble Series video for you guys today, and we'll be talking about an interesting character. But first, we take a player that's on the cusp of being cut. We talk about their background, their competition, ways they could win a spot on the roster, ways they could lose a spot on the roster, and at the end, a prediction. So we're going to talk about Irish kicker Jude McAtamney. I'm just going to say McAtamney. It seems like, a tongue twister. But nonetheless, he is from Ireland. He's 24 years old, 6'2", 205. Now, he started his first year in college in 2021 with the Chowan Hawks in North Carolina, the Division II team. Then he moved over to Rutgers, where he was for 2 seasons. He played more in 22 than he did in 23. And in 23, he was mainly just a kickoff specialist and all that sort of jazz. So, with that being said, what is to know about McAtamney? I'm not trying to say McAtamney. I'm trying to say McAtamney because obviously there's an M in the name, but nonetheless. So, 2022 with the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, 12 games, 95.8% on extra points, which is really good. And then field goals, 12 of 18, which is 66.7. I don't know how to grade that in terms of college, because college you miss more than you would in the NFL, because obviously NFL kickers are better than college kickers. But nonetheless, the accuracy could still be better. Now, 2023, he was 0 for 1 on field goal attempts, but he didn't really kick that much. I'm pretty sure one of the kickers from Rutgers actually was at the Senior Bowl this year, I think. If I get that wrong, I apologize, but it wasn't McAtamney. It was somebody else. Again, don't know their name. But he was used on kickoffs, 40 touchbacks on 60 kickoffs, which I believe is one of the Rutgers records or something like that. Nonetheless, his competition is Graham Gano. Pretty obvious, right? So he comes in an interesting scenario. I think he was picked up by the Giants because A, he was a local workout guy because, he went to Rutgers. B, is an interesting character. And C, he's got so many maneuverings with the Pathway program. And Graham Gano is also coming off of a season-ending injury. So how can he win? Number one, health. That's the biggest thing. Do what he's asked on kickoffs, kicking short of touchbacks. I think that McAtamney is going to be used in a larger role in the preseason for the purposes of making Graham Gano rest. Yes, you want to use Graham Gano in certain scenarios on special teams because he's the guy that's likely making the roster and all that jazz. But you don't want to overpower Graham Gano. You don't want to overwork him, for the better wording. And Graham Gano is also 37 years old. McAtamney is 13-ish years younger than Graham Gano. With that said, though, again, do what you're asked on kickoffs. If Gobriel's telling you to kick short and your gunners are going to go after the returner and make a successful tackle and pin them, then that's what you got to do. If he's asking, look, this guy's a really good returner and they got a really good special teams and just kick a touchback, they'll start at the 25, okay, then you got to do that. And also, besides the kickoffs, which is obviously one of the things, accuracy and long distance. I don't think there's a scenario, I'm going to be completely honest, that McAtamney unseats Graham Gano unless Gano is horrible or he's injured. But in terms of getting a job around the league or staying with the Giants, accuracy and long distance. Now, I don't remember the last time the Giants actually tried out a college kicker that's coming straight from college, but accuracy in terms of not kicking it through the uprights, this, that, and the third, or accuracy like football throwing accuracy, but accuracy in terms of, he's 23 of 24 on extra points. On field goals, he's 12 of 14. He needs to get that up and work on his game because 12 of 18 is not going to work. And hopefully, which, he's a kicker, so he should be training. Hopefully he has been training because last year he only had 1 field goal attempt and he missed. So accuracy and long distance too, because there are a majority of the kickers in the NFL that love long distance and that can kick long distance. Graham Gano is one of them. Justin Tucker, Greg Zuerlein, Dustin Hopkins, those guys can kick long distance, and they could also have their fair share of misses, but they're accurate for the most part as well. So accuracy, long distance, and what they ask you to do on kickoffs, do it. How can you lose? Injury is one of them. Lack of accuracy, I think that'd be big. I don't know how much they'll care about the long distance. I think that's going to be more of an add-on, but if you're looking at straight the kicking game outside of kickoffs, then the accuracy. If you miss 2 field goals and the Giants are in a preseason game and that's the difference in the game, then you're not making the roster. Now, you may not already be making the roster, but you may have spoiled yourself in terms of a chance to make the practice squad. That just might be the case. Lack of experience. Did not kick a field goal. Well, he kicked a field goal in 2023, he missed, but didn't make any extra points. Didn't even attempt any extra points. So there could be rust. There could be experience. Now, of course, you see the videos of all these different kickers and even non-professional kickers making field goals from 70 yards, from 50 yards out. First of all, you don't know what the win scenarios are going to be looking like. 2, you don't know what the atmosphere is going to be like, what the setup is going to be on the opposing special teams. You don't know what the fans are going to sound like, because you could be playing in Houston. The Giants play there in week 2 of the preseason, and they could have a riled up crowd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And, oh yeah, I trained and, I kicked a 67-yard field goal. But if they line you up for a 50 shot to win the game and you miss, that doesn't mean jack shit. So lack of accuracy, I think that would be the biggest one other than injury. Then you could go to long distance. And I think also playing a part is if you fail your assignments on kickoffs. If Gabriel's asking, hey, listen, this guy's not a great returner, our gunners can get him, and I want to see how my gunners do, and you kick it for a touchback, you're not giving yourself a shot to win a spot on the roster. You're also not giving other guys the shot to win a spot on the roster. Tongue twisting all over. But you're not giving the other guys a shot, because guys like Miles Boykin, Stanley Thomas Oliver, Benton Whitley, etc., we could go on for days of guys that need to make the roster because of special teams. You are giving them less opportunities if you're going to sit here and just kick touchbacks. And if that's not what you're asked to do. But overall, I have the Giants cutting McAtamney, but I do have them keeping him on the practice squad for 2 reasons. 1, if there's ever a scenario where Graham Gano goes down. And 2, he's an international player that's exempt from a roster spot. So it won't count towards a practice squad spot or a roster spot. But like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops for you drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.